Mesa, Arizona, home to more than 500,000 people, the third largest population in the state. Like most big cities, sports are a staple here and a unifier, especially in club organizations like Rush Volleyball Club.
You come to club volleyball, you get to see a bunch of other boys who have the same passion to get really, really good at volleyball, and it brings together a bunch of different schools. And all of these boys come together and become teammates and grow cohesively together.
1, 2, 3, rush!
The players aren't the only ones growing. Rush Volleyball Club started in 2015 as a single team. Just 6 years later, it's exploded, now one of the premier volleyball programs in the state, with 22 boys and girls teams, all needing a place to play.
In the East Valley, it has been extremely difficult to get gym rentals. We've been running out of mostly middle schools and high schools when possible. Unfortunately, most of these kids in this area have had to drive 30 to 45 minutes to play some high quality club.
According to the 2019 U.S. Census, 24.3% of people in Mesa were under 18 years old, which is nearly 2% higher than the rest of the state. So it has become of great importance to resolve this issue for the youth. And soon it will be. Clubs like Rush Volleyball, as well as other teams in baseball, softball, soccer, basketball, even pickleball, and many other sports are getting a new home at a massive facility being built in Mesa.
I put on a hard hat today and came out and got an early look at Bell Bank Park, which is set to open to the public in January of 2022. The park and Legacy Sports, to say the least, hope to provide an opportunity and an environment unlike no other for high school and youth club sports and revolutionize them here in this community. This park, when it opens, is going to be the largest sports entertainment park in all of North America.
The vision for this 320-acre park started nearly 30 years ago when Legacy Sports USA president Brett Miller and his brother Chad, who was the company's CEO, were kids competing in the Arizona heat.
And in between games, there's a lapse where it's about, you might have a 3-hour gap. So my dad was like, well, what if we can consolidate the parks, put baseball, softball, basketball court, a bar, restaurant on site so that you could go inside between the games. You can be air conditioning for a couple hours and also get an opportunity to eat and feed your kids.
His idea didn't gain much traction until club sports began to take a foothold in the early 2000s. And after working to assemble Legacy Sports USA over the last 7 to 10 years and raising over $283 million, even in the midst of a pandemic, the dream is nearly a reality. And Zemp, who will be the director of indoor boys volleyball, is looking forward to all that will come with it.
I think there will be stories one day where a kid will get an opportunity to go play D1 and walk into their facilities and go, you know what, actually my club experience had a little bit more perks, maybe it had a little bit more amenities. I think that's how great Bell Bank Park is going to be for these kids, and they're may be a little spoiled.
Out of everything the park has to offer, Miller wants the experience to be the most memorable.
When you get out here, it's like, wow. And then they tell their kids, oh, you guys got to play here. The fields are unbelievable. Did you see the character artist drawing pictures? Did you see the balloon person making balloons? Did you see the zip lines, the arcade? They have esports in between games.
So you can really make it a full day for somebody, and there really is an activation in something that everyone can do.
The future of club sports could look a lot different, and the revolution is starting in Mesa. For Cronkite Sports, I'm Brendan Mao.